Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, and today I'm cooking basil chicken. A beautiful dish, really nice, vibrant and fresh. Alright, let's get into it. First thing we want is some chicken thighs. Look, we make these meals up and we make enough for lunch for the next day. So here I've got about a kilo of chicken thighs, maybe a little bit more, and we're just going to cut these up into nice small pieces. And we use the chicken thigh because when it cooks down, it will be more tender and it is more flavoursome than the breast. Alright, so what we're going to do, cut them and just put them into a bowl. No real rocket science. And basil chicken is just one of the most beautiful meals. One of my favourites. Alright, I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add about half a teaspoon of ginger and about the same again of finely crushed garlic. We're then going to cover that with about a tablespoon of sesame oil. And what we're doing here is we're marinating this chicken up for a couple of hours prior to cooking. So give it a nice big stir through, just like I'm doing there. And you could do this overnight if you wish, but 2 hours is usually enough. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to skin an onion. Just take the tops and tails off like that. And we're just going to quarter cut these fairly fine. We want them to cook nice and evenly and fairly quickly. You can stir fry this dish. I do it my way, you do it your way. It doesn't matter which way you go, it works. I'm going to put those aside. And now I've got 1 bunch of basil. And what we're going to do is pluck all the leaves off. I'm going to set those aside for later on. Just like I'm doing there. And the basil has this real fresh, minty type fragrance. You could use a Thai basil if you wish, no problem using that, but at the moment this is all I was able to obtain. So we're just going to pluck those, put them in a bowl, set them aside, leave a stray leaf on the board for no particular reason whatsoever. And I've got 1.5 long chillies. You could use 1 Thai type chili, a bird's eye chili, maybe 2 if you want it hotter than that. I'm using these because the people I'm cooking for don't like a lot of heat, but I am leaving the seeds in just to give them a little bit of torture. So we're going to chop these up, just like that, and there we go, our chilies are done. We're getting pretty close to starting our cooking meal. I've got my rice cooker ready, I've got my rice washed. I'm going to add the required amount of water for my rice cooker. Mine is 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water. I'm going to put that in and I'm going to get that started. This meal does not take very long to cook at all. By the time your rice is cooked, your basil chicken will be cooked. Alright, a little bit of oil into a medium pan. We're going to throw in our onions. And we're just going to cook these off until they just start to brown up and go a little bit translucent. We don't want to burn them, but we want them ready to add back into the dish a little bit later on. Something I also do is I put in a nice splash of Zhaojing wine. We keep those onions moving, we don't want them to burn. We want a little bit of colour, but we don't want them to burn. So just keep moving them around. And here I'm adding my Zhaojing wine, and that really gives an intense oriental flavour to the dish. It's not something normally done in Thai cooking, but this is cooked with KP, don't forget. Alright, I think our onions are pretty close. Let's take them out of our pan. Okay, our pan's ready, our onions are sitting aside. A little bit of oil, again, because those onions absorb that oil. And we're pretty much on the home straight. We're going to add our chicken in. Just like that, with all the marinade. Which, as you can see, there's not a lot of marinade left. The chicken has absorbed all of those beautiful flavours. And again, we're going to be cooking this on a medium heat. If you have a burner that will do it, and you have a big wok, you can stir fry it very quickly. I don't want to make a mess like I normally do on my videos, if you've watched them before. So I'm doing this carefully and gently. And keep moving the chicken around. Let it cook evenly. Okay, approximately 8 minutes later, we're almost done. I can still see a few pink bits on the chicken, so I'm going to cook it just a little bit longer. Alright, we've done that. Now it's time to add in our sliced and cooked onion. We're going to stir that through the chicken. Just like that. And it's amazing the smell that this meal gives off. It's just amazing. Okay, we're going to add in some fish sauce, about 2 tablespoons. And don't forget to spill some on the bench like I just did. Clean that up straight away. This is a laminate top and it stains. Alright. Now that last one I put in was actually soy sauce. Sorry guys. A little bit of fish sauce on top, about 1 tablespoon. Again, it wouldn't be cooked with KP if I didn't make a mistake somewhere along the line while I'm cooking. Alright. The smell in the kitchen is amazing. This is not traditional, purely optional. I like to do it. I like to add a nice big squeeze of honey, and it just sweetens it up that little bit. So you've got the sweet, you've got the salty, and they just work together. Okay. A little bit of white pepper. Just a little bit. And again, that's just going to give us another layer of flavour. Now at this point, it is pretty much ready to finish. I'm waiting for my rice to finish off. Okay, in comes the magic basil, and we pour that into our pan, and we just want to let that wilt down and mix it through with the chicken, so all the oils that come out of the basil leaves and add that flavour to the sauce and to the chicken. At this point you'll be able to really smell what this meal is all about. And it's all about the basil. So just keep mixing it through. It's also at this point that you can take it and serve to people that don't like chili or who may be allergic to chili. So go and serve them, and then we're going to bring it back just like that, and I'm going to add my fresh chili. And you don't need to cut this chili down or cook it down, sorry, just put it in, let a little bit of heat get into it, get some of the oils out of the chili, and you will be ready to serve the ones that like it hot. And I do like it hot. I love the fresh flavour of fresh chili. It's a different, vibrant type flavour. Alright. I'm ready to serve. So on a plate, put some rice down. I'll let you choose your rice. You can use brown rice if you wish. You can use jasmine rice or basmati. But folks, there we have it, basil chicken. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button. It gives me confidence. And I will catch you next time. Bye.